Hi guys, happy Monday. I hope everyone is having a phenomenal start to their week. And if anyone missed Nancy and our Facebook Live from last night about A Star is Born, definitely go see that movie. Anyway, today I have entitled this The 5 Reasons Why Working with a Coach or Mentor is Beyond Important When Growing Your Network Marketing Business. And again, as always, I have created a little bit of a PDF sheet on this content that you can, if you type in the word free, F-R-E-E, either when you're on live or on the replay. Again, I will send this to you because it just goes over the 5 reasons why coaching and having a mentor are important. Because if you're becoming a coach, or if you are a coach or wanting to work with one, these are some of those reasons. So type in the word free. And again, I encourage you to share this into any of the private groups that you are in for network marketing so everyone can learn together. This content actually took me the longest to put together. It took me about 2 weeks to put together because I wanted to talk more from a personal level as well, and just be a little bit raw and real and vulnerable with all of you guys. Hey Clem, hi Jen. So if you, bonjour, if people are jumping on, say hi and where you're coming in from. So I have a bunch of things that I wanted to go over. I have some typical questions that I'm asked. I have 5 reasons why it's important, but I also have some interesting statistics for you about some of the most successful coaches in history and a little bit of their backstory. So, I get asked quite a lot of questions. Hi, Lisa. So again, if you guys are jumping on before I get into the guts of this, type in the word free, F-R-E-E, and I will send you a copy of this content so you guys can have it. Also, please share this with any of the groups that you're in so we can all learn together. Hi, Doug. So definitely say hi and where you're coming in from. And so I want to go over a couple things. So often, I've had the pleasure of working with thousands of people, whether it's just nutritional coaching, personal training, or doing some LinkedIn coaching, which is one of my businesses. And I've had some people ask me some questions, and they reach out to me and we talk about how I can assist them with growing their business. And they then ask me this question: well, what's your success? How successful are you? And, sometimes I have been very successful in my opinion, in my network marketing career. I've earned a significant income since joining network marketing 5+ years ago. But I simply combat that and I say to people, my success is not of the importance. Are you happy with your success? And most of the time the answer is no. And I'm like, well, I'm here to help you become more successful because I am happy with where I am and where I'm going. But if you're not, I can help you. So that's one of the questions that I get. The second is, if your program works so well, why aren't you a millionaire in network marketing? And that was a tough one to answer at certain times. Because, I think when you get into network marketing, there's a lot of ego that sometimes starts to take over. And I used to feel bad that I wasn't a millionaire cumulative income earner in this opportunity when everybody else was doing it. And my program does work very well. And I think I know I have resided to the fact that if I wanted to stop doing everything that I was doing and solely focus on just network marketing, I absolutely could become a cumulative $1 million earner. But as I have progressed into my career, as I have progressed with my one-on-one coaching practice, I want to have multiple streams of income, but beyond that, I see more of a future in what I wanted to do coaching because I love helping people that much more. I love hearing the success that other people have from something that has and continues to work for me. And the last question I get is, why are you coaching? Why not just build your business? Well, I never said that I'm not building my business. You know, I do multiple things. You can only build your business so many hours a day. And for me, I've always wanted to have my hands in multiple pots and have multiple eggs in those baskets so I can really transform many lives in many different ways. So I just wanted to first get some of that out there. And I those are some of the questions that I get from people. So if you guys are just jumping on, say hi and where you're coming in from. And as Doug has done earlier, type in the word free, F-R-E-E. And I actually have a PDF prepared for you guys about the 5 reasons of why working with a coach or mentor is so important. So I heard something interesting by Gary Vaynerchuk. And he said that, you know, he used to get kind of pissed off that people were coaching when they haven't been able to prove the success in that specific thing that they were coaching on. And he said that that was just his ego talking. And sometimes if the person wasn't the best player at that sport, sometimes they made a better coach. And I'm a good player in the network marketing field, but I'm a much better coach. I'm a really good coach. And it got me thinking, I'm like, how many coaches out there, you know, not just in network marketing, how many coaches in sports history were better coaches than they were actually the player? So I want to kind of go over a couple things with you guys and to understand where I'm coming from here. So if this is all making sense so far from those that are on here, type a Y or yes in the chat box, just so I know that you guys are with me. If you can throw some hearts, if you can throw some likes, just so I know that people actually are engaging with this. And again, if you haven't done so, you know, share this with any private groups that you're in, like or love the video, throw some emojis, just so I know that you guys are resonating with all of this. And Doug says there are many, and I have 6 here that I actually want to go over with you. So some of the people that are jumping on here, either live or on the replay, you might not know who these people are, but it's not about knowing them. This is about understanding what these people have accomplished. So the first one is Gino Ariyama. So if no one knows who Gino is the Connecticut women's basketball head coach. So he's a gentleman teaching women how to play basketball. He's never played women's basketball because he couldn't, because he's a guy. He never even played professional basketball. But this man has achieved 1,027 wins, 11 national championships. He's an 8-time coach of the year, and he has 6 undefeated seasons. Never played a minute of women's basketball in his life. Number 2 is Scotty Bowman. So Scotty Bowman, for people that follow hockey, Scotty Bowman is one of the Bowman only made it to the minor leagues. He only made it to the minor leagues. That was it. He never made it to the NHL. He's won 9 Stanley Cups with 3 different teams, has 2,146 wins, and is a 2-time coach of the year. Has never played professional hockey. So if this is all making sense, and if you are just jumping on, say hi and where you're coming in from. Type Y or yes in the chat box. Type in the word free if you would like this content. And please, by all means, share this with any private network marketing groups that you're in. Let me know that you shared it. I will also send you a free copy of this content if you do so. So again, I'm going over why some coaches are more important. Hi, Kelly, welcome. So Red Auerbach. Red Auerbach was the head coach of the Boston Celtics in the 50s and 60s. He only played college basketball, never played in the NBA. He won 9 NBA championships in 11 years and then won 7 more on the management side, 16 total championships in 29 years. Never played the NBA in the NBA. So what I'm doing, guys, I'm showing you that sometimes you don't have to be the best player to be the best coach. Sometimes the best coaches aren't the best players. I love coaching. So people ask me all the time, why are you coaching? Why are you teaching this? Why don't you just build your business? I'm here to assist people. I have something that works because some people, they want to just do network marketing. I'm a multifaceted type of person. I have multiple talents and I want to help as many people as possible. So again, to make sure that I know you guys are with me, why or yes in the chat box, like or love the video. If you can throw some hearts, some emojis so I can see that you guys are understanding this content, because there's 3 people that I want to obviously go over. So before I go into the 5 reasons why right here. So number 4 is Bobby Cox. Bobby Cox was the coach of the Atlanta. He was of the Atlanta Braves. Bobby Cox played 1 year of Major League Baseball, just 1. He made it to 1 year. As a coach, he was much more successful. 2,500 wins, 2-time World Series champion, and a 4-time Coach of the Year. Much more successful. Number 4, Mike Krzyzewski. Mike Krzyzewski only played college basketball. He played at the college level, moderate success at West Point, but he was a much better coach at the college level. 1,100 wins, 5 national championships, 3-time Coach of the Year. Never got those accolades as a player. And finally, Bill Belichick. Obviously, everyone knows who Bill Belichick is. He's the head coach of the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick only played in college, never played on the professional level of football, but yet he's a 3-time Coach of the Year and has won 5 Super Bowls and actually won 2 others as the defensive coordinator for the New York Giants in the 80s. He's won 7 Super Bowls. Never had success as a professional because he actually never made it to that level. Why is this so important? Just remember that sometimes people are much more successful as coaches than they are players, and coaches are needed. All coaches are needed. So here are the 5 reasons why coaching and coaches are important. So number one, and again, before I go into this, if this is all making sense, type Y or yes in the chat box. Share this content with any private groups that you guys are in. And again, if you're ready for number 1, just type a number 1, because I don't want anyone left behind. To understand the point that I'm trying to get across with this is because I want everyone to be very clear and very understanding that having a mentor, having a coach is so, so important. So when you have a coach or when you have a mentor, number 1, it levels the playing field. It completely levels the playing field. And what I mean by that is that there's a lot of people that come into network marketing and they're not really sure what to do. Because when you come from the employee mindset that, you're used to be managed, you're used to be given a list of things that you need to do for that job, that sometimes to be on your own, to be growing a network marketing business can be completely overwhelming, because you're like, I have to do this on my own now? Like, this is something that I have to do on my own? And it could be overwhelming. So I saw that from the get-go very early on. I hired my first coach 3 months into starting network marketing 5 years ago. And I haven't stopped hiring people since, because I know the importance I know the importance of working with someone. So number one, it levels the playing field because you're learning from someone who's been doing it or who is doing it. Number two, the one thing that a lot of network marketers lack, and they'll admit this, is that they lack confidence and competence. And when you work with a coach or a mentor, it builds confidence and it builds competence because you're learning again from someone who is doing that. And when you have confidence in being a network marketer, you can't be stopped. But to think that you have to go on this road and this journey on your own, you're wrong. Some of the greatest network marketers in the world, some of the greatest business people in the world, they have mentors, they have coaches, they work with people. Because if you think that you know everything, if you think all of the tools that you have are enough, then you now know nothing. Because there's always something new to learn. So, number three, it promotes individual and team excellence. And what I mean by this is that when you work with a coach or you have a mentor, they're setting you up for success. And excellence is something that needs to be strived for if you're looking to grow a network marketing business. You want to be striving for excellence, not only as an individual, but you also want to do it as a team. And Doug says going it alone does not work, and he's right. An army of two is much stronger than an army of one. If this is all making sense, Y or yes in the chat box, and as Doug has done earlier, type in the word free, F-R-E-E, and I will get you guys a free PDF on this. And if you guys are ready for number 4, just type in a number 4 in the chat box, and I will jump right into it. Because these last two are probably the most important ones to understand as far as why it's important to work with a coach. And I know some people might jump on here and they might jump right off because, they feel they don't need a coach. I'm not saying that your upline is not capable. Everyone's upline is capable, but coaches exist for a reason. The people that have enrolled us, the people that have brought us in, only know what they know. My upline, as soon as they brought me in, they referred me right to a coach because they knew that that's something that they couldn't teach. So they said, you need to learn this, you go work with someone else. So number 4 is you want to make sure that you develop a high commitment to common goals. And that's why it's great to work with a coach, because it does develop a high commitment to common goals. The goal is to succeed. And when you work with a coach and a mentor, they're working with you one-on-one to achieve those things. So when you have a high commitment to common goals, you're going to be striving each and every day towards those goals to achieve them. And Doug says, my upline is awesome. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. So again, it's really important to understand the value of coaching. Sometimes the player is a better coach. Sometimes the player is a terrible coach. There's a lot of great network marketers that aren't great coaches, but they're really good. They're attractable. People just want to be around them, but it doesn't mean they're the best coach. They're just a great network marketer. But on the flip, there's people that are much better at coaching than they are building. And I wonder whose Doug upline is. So the 5th and final reason why it's so important to work with a mentor or a coach. When you work with a mentor and a coach, it produces valuable leaders. If you want to build a network marketing business, you should be wanting to be your best for you and your team. Everyone should be striving to become their own leader for themselves and their team. And when you work with a mentor or a coach that can show you how to step into that leadership role because they have done that, you're learning how to do it from someone who's walked in those footsteps. Every network marketer, every leader is leaving footprints in the sand on the beach of life. And all you have to do is walk in those footprints and you will get to where those people are going to be. But if you don't take those steps forward, it's never going to happen. So again, remember, sometimes the player of the game is much better coaching the game than actually playing it. And the 5 reasons of the importance of working with a coach or a mentor: it levels the playing field, it builds confidence and competence, it produces individual and team excellence, it develops high commitment to common goals, and it produces valuable leaders. So guys, please like or love the video, share this into your teams and your group pages if you're a network marketing. Again, if you're struggling, if you're not happy with where your business is, that can all be changed. You know, you can get unstuck by just learning new things. And again, some of the greatest coaches in sports history never played at the professional level, but they had massive success because they're great at coaching others to pull their greatness outside. That's what makes a great coach. What makes a great coach is someone that reaches inside of those people that works with them and brings their greatness out so they can shine brighter than they have ever imagined. So for those that have been on here live, thank you so much. For those that jump on later, thank you so much. Please type in the word free, F-R-E-E, if you would like a free PDF on this. Please share this into your private network marketing groups or team pages, and I will see you guys again soon. Everyone have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll speak to you then. Bye, everybody.